Hello, beautiful souls. This week we're going to be talking about integration, how to integrate the work that we've been doing the last few weeks. But first, my name is Angelina, and I empower others to become the hero of their own story through inner child healing and chakra work. So to recap, the first week in our root journey, we drew a card from my oracle deck, Dragon Child. And that card was on trust, trusting oneself first, then trusting others, and then I expanded that lesson the next week by learning to trust the universe, trusting life itself to support you. And last week, we grounded this in. We grounded this into our root. This week, we're going to integrate that into our lives to create some stability. So the difference between grounding and stability. Grounding is the energetic practice of connecting earth, body, and spirit. We are connecting everything together and growing roots into the ground. Stability is the structure. This is the routine and choices that create the consistent safety in your life. Grounding is a mindful practice, while stability is what you build in your daily life. Both heal the root chakra in different ways. You need both energetic grounding and practical stability. So the root needs stability because it thrives on consistency, routine, and predictability. Your inner child needs to know what to expect. Chaos and unpredictability create triggers in your wound triggers, and this makes it hard for your body to relax and makes an overactive nervous system. This isn't about a rigidity and rules that you must follow. It's about creating a foundation that you can trust, a foundation that allows for flow. I'm going to touch on 5 areas and things that you can do in your everyday life to help bring stability to your root and your life. You don't have to do them all, especially all at once. Start small. Pick the one that feels the most important and build from there. So 1, your physical environment. Organize your living space. This doesn't mean that your living space has to be spotless. If this is what makes you comfortable, then yes, certainly go for it. But what it does mean is that you need functionality for you, not what works for somebody else, but what works for you. And functionality looks different for all of us. So find what works. And don't worry about if it makes sense to anybody else, as long as it makes sense to you. Knowing that where things are, this makes life flow much easier. And it's actually one of the things I struggle with from time to time. I do have specific places that things go. My keys and my wallet are the 2 things that I am constantly always looking for. Although they do have places to go, they do have their specific spots, and most of the time I'm really good about putting them there. But every once in a while I'll get busy and will lay them down somewhere else, and it takes me forever to find them. And you would think that in a space, I live in a 25-foot motorhome, 25-foot bumper to bumper. So I'm about 20 feet livable space. So you would think that it would be easy to find my keys in my wallet, but they still get lost. It's amazing how that happens. Decluttering what doesn't serve you. If you don't use it and you don't need it, get rid of it. It's cluttering your life. It's cluttering your chakra. All this does is take up space, and it's taking up space in your life that could be used for something else. It's taking up space in your root that could be used for something else. Our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So if your outer world is cluttered, more than likely your inner world is cluttered as well. And decluttering your environment will help declutter your inner world. 2, daily routines. Me personally, I struggle with this one because for me, the belief that I had meant structure, meant rigidity. Rigid. I had to do something at a certain time in certain ways, but that's not truth. And what I mean by daily routines, a consistent time to wake up and a consistent time to go to sleep. Learn the natural rhythm of your body. Try not to force yourself into a rhythm that's not natural for you. For me, my natural rhythm is going to bed around 10 o'clock every night. Now, sometimes, yes, I go to bed a little later, sometimes a little earlier. But I strive for around 10 o'clock. And getting up, well, that one depends on what time of year it is. In the winter, I tend to sleep longer, and that's perfectly okay. That's what my body needs. So I'm usually up around 7 or 7:30 in the winter. In the summer, I can be up as early as 5:30, 6 o'clock. But this is natural for my body, and I allow it. Regular meals. Pay attention to your body's cues here. Eat when you're hungry, not by the clock. This is something that, well, it was taught to me at a very early age. You eat breakfast first thing in the morning. You eat lunch at noon. You eat dinner at 5. This is the way I was for many years. Not because this is what my body needed, but it's because it's what I was taught. Now, breakfast, I usually eat about 2 big meals and a couple of snacks in between. I have breakfast usually around 10 o'clock. And dinner, I strive for 4 o'clock. I tend to do best with these 2 meal times, with snacks in between when I'm hungry, whether that's fruit or vegetable, or occasionally I'll get into crackers or chips, or not chips so much anymore because my body is not liking potatoes or any nightshade for that matter. Morning and evening rituals. This would be like meditation time. And remember that meditation doesn't have to be sitting still, trying to quiet your mind. Meditation is anything that brings you into the moment. And even if you're just spending 5 minutes a day doing this, it makes a big difference. Make and keep small promises to yourself daily. Keeping promises to yourself shows your inner child that you are reliable and you can count on yourself to show up for you. 3. Financial practices. Basic budgeting or money awareness. I'm personally not one that makes and sticks to a budget. It feels too rigid to me. But I am very much aware of what is coming and going from my accounts. Regular check-ins with your finances. This helps reduce anxiety. I don't balance my checkbook, like I said, and I don't keep a budget. But I do look at my accounts several times a week. More often if I'm in a period where I'm spending more. Make one small financial habit. Let me back up here. Like tracking what you spend over a week or two. Not to make any changes, but to notice your patterns. To notice what you're spending money on, when you're spending money. Or open your bills as they come in instead of avoiding them and waiting until you have to pay them. Know your 3 main monthly expenses, what they are, and when they need to be paid. Another suggestion, wait 24 hours before impulse buying. This has helped me tremendously. I've taken so many things out of my Amazon cart because I did wait that 24 hours. Oh no, I really don't need this. I wanted it at the time, but I really don't need it. So it gets taken out of my cart. Speak kindly about your financial situation, even if you're in a rough spot and you're in a financial hardship. Speak kindly about this situation. Speak to this situation like you would like to be spoken to yourself. And most importantly, stop comparing your finances with anyone else's for any reason. You are creating your reality, not someone else. And take responsibility for where you're at now. You've created where you're at. Take responsibility for that. 4, body care. Regular movement and exercise. This doesn't have to be strenuous exercise. It can if that's your thing. But it's not my thing. I prefer gentle movements like Qigong or Tai Chi, yoga, or just going outside and walking. Movement helps move energy, and your body needs movement to help move energy through it. We've already covered covered consistent meals, and I would just want to bring a reminder here that food is the gas that fuels your body. Your body runs best on consistent meals. Your body runs best when it has adequate rest as well. This means when you're tired, take the time to rest. Don't just push through being tired. Rest. Honor your body and your body's needs. Make sure that you integrate grounding practices into your daily life. This is the greatest tool that you will possess, is grounding. It is the most healing for your root chakra and is the basis for all your other chakras. It helps us stay present and not lost in the past or projecting into the future. It keeps us in the present moment. And finally, 5, relationship boundaries. Knowing when to say no. And no is a complete sentence all by itself. It does not need any kind of explanation or an apology. Don't apologize for saying no. Don't apologize for protecting yourself. It's not a necessary apology. It is a people-pleasing action. Apologies should be saved for when it's something that needs an apology, something that where you've acted out of alignment with yourself and with others. It's not something to make other people happy. Showing up consistently for people you care about. This is especially true for showing up for yourself. Show up for yourself first, and then you can show up for others. Don't overcommit. Be aware of your time and energy levels and what you have to give. Be reliable to yourself first. You come first. This is not selfishness. It is a necessity. You cannot pour from an empty cup. The energy has to come from somewhere. And when you're working from an empty cup, you are literally giving your personal life force energy away. And it is harmful for every parts of your being. Fill your cup first. Put your oxygen mask on first. Then you can be of the most help to others. Building stability practices. Pick something small. Pick one area to start focusing on. Don't overwhelm yourself with trying to create stability everywhere all at once. This will actually create more instability in your life rather than the stability you're trying to build. Small, consistent actions build trust with your inner child and your ego. It lets your ego know that it can relax, that you've got this. Examples of micro-stability practices would be making your bed every morning, even if it's just pulling your covers up. That's making your bed. Eating at roughly around the same times, following your body's cue on when those times should be. Have a 5-minute evening tidy routine, whether that's tidying up yourself or tidying up your sleep area. Weekly money check-ins. The same bedtime routine, and this is actually pretty important. And this is where I started in creating stability for myself, was creating that bedtime routine. And for me, that bedtime routine in, includes connecting with my body, making sure that I am grounded, clearing all energetic cords that are no longer serving my highest good, clearing all contracts that are no longer serving my highest good or the highest good of all, um, creating a sleep chamber. And for me, this is using a pyramid shape that is around not just myself and my bed, but it is around my entire space. And I fill this chamber with the golden light of Christ consciousness for protection, for awareness, for growth. I take the time to cleanse my energy field. Notice how your nervous system responds to even these micro stability practices. Pay attention. Choose one of these stability practices to work on this week. Just one. Something small that you can do daily. Keep that promise to yourself. Notice how your body feels. Notice where your anxiety levels are after practicing stability. Notice your sense of safety. Do you feel safer? This is root chakra healing in action. So our affirmation for this week is, I create stability in my life. I am consistent. I am safe. I can rely on myself to show up. Again, I create stability in my life. I am consistent. I am safe. I can rely on myself to show up. And congratulations! This is week 4 of Inner Child and Chakra work. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Be proud of yourself. This is hard work. So for a review of what we've done with our chakra, it's been on trust, trusting ourselves, trusting others, trusting life. We've grounded this into our root, and we're practicing stability now. These practices are your foundation to start building from. Keep using them. And remember to trust the process. We'll come back around to root in 7 months after we've gone through each of the chakras. I will start the cycle over again. So next week we move up to the sacral, emotions, creativity, and pleasure. I will be drawing a sacral card from Dragon Child, and we will use that lesson to build our next 4 weeks. So what is one stability practice that you're going to commit to? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like this channel so that it gets to be seen by more people. If you resonate with me and my teachings, subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you know when new content is available. And celebrate yourself for doing this work. You deserve the celebration. The work you did was bigger than you can imagine. You've got this. Keep going. Keep practicing. Until next week, dragon blessings, and I love you.